Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? We back again. Apologies for whatever just happened in the previous live. For those who was just in here, I'll wait till y'all get back in here and we get back down to business. But again, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Wednesday. I think I know what it was too. I had to get up out of this location I was at because apparently they doing something, and that is what messed up previous sound on the last live. Damn shame. I had to move all the way out of a certain area to get my sound back. And again, apologies for those who was having some real technical difficulties. It's the first time we didn't get no sound. Nirvana, what's going on, baby? Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened in that last session right there, but we got the sound back, so that's the most important thing. And I just honestly believe with experience that sometimes, man, listen, even the simplest things like that will try to distract you or deter you from what's being said. But nonetheless, we still gonna have to get back to the most important thing. Again, safety. The kids should be safe on all the courts, like not just in school, but just where you at, period. And some of y'all might not want to have to hear it, but you're gonna have to accept it. And you know what's right. And apologies again for those who was just in the previous live. For some reason, again, lost sound. And I should have never lost sound in the first place, but think they're doing something anyway. They always digging up. They be messing up shit out here, man. Oh yeah, my damn banner. You know I'm about to go left real quick. I'm tired of going left. Court, what's going on, baby? Now see again, when it comes down to safety, yeah, you have to eliminate a lot of toxic cancers and behaviors that cause those type of things to happen. But you shouldn't always have to worry about moving to build elsewhere. Some people are already planted where they at. And you can tell because if it's so much love and deep rooted family and even just, you know, that lineage of just prosperity and is, where it needs to be. Oh yeah. Most people are not moving, but they're gonna figure out a way to change something. That's the most important part. Changing. Start changing the dynamics again. You might not want to, but you're gonna have to. And some of you who ain't gonna worry because you feel, oh, well, my child grown. Okay, well, you probably done passed or succeeded in whatever it is that you have done. Hey, that's how it's supposed to be. But for some who still have young kids, yeah, it's time for y'all to start getting more aware of what the hell is going on for real. You as a parent shouldn't have to worry about your child possibly not coming home on any accord. Sorry, I believe in that. Conversations deep like this that are needed, trust me, they'll paint not just a grave picture, but at some points they'll paint a bright picture to everything else. Things we know we need to kill and get rid of, just gonna have to do so. Susanna, baby. Like I said, nobody should have to worry about going to do their normal 9 to 5 and then don't make it to their 9 to 5 or get hurt within the midst of a 9 to 5. And seeing that could have even been bad because now let's keep it real. Like, now what if it had got instead of one person, you got both of them because she was still with her patient. Saddest thing in the world. Again, start bringing that awareness when it's needed, so we can make that transition safe. Multiple ways to fight the way you're supposed to fight. But the reason why a lot of you ain't coming together is because you find the ways to divide and you find the ways to just keep that going. I don't got no personal issue with you about nothing, but you making it a personal one. So, you know, that's where the division again begins. Oh, before I was going off with the sound earlier, oh, replying to what Rhea said earlier, everybody don't fear jail until they actually sit their asses down in jail. And if they done something that they know for a fact could be a life altering decision, they'll start fading in at some point. Nothing left to say on that note. It essentially ends with decisions. See, the more incorporated you are in the lives of those young ones, and even building on that level, you training them for the best thing that you can train them for. Not just life survival, but generational wealth, prosperity, and just tradition that you know for a fact kept everything intact. Keeping that life cycle going and keep passing on traditions, but also passing down knowledge and even blueprints to those coming into the fold. Jersey Hood, what's going on, my guy? And that's what I'm saying. We gotta come out of the combative mode and stop combating each other. Because it ain't leading us nowhere, really. There's certain people who definitely are making strides because they put personal differences aside. That's because they don't want to be a part of that genocide. So I could definitely give them shout outs for that one. Money, what's going on, my guy? Christy, what's going on, baby? Appreciate you for dropping those links. Serious, baby. There's some of you who I feel honestly should detach from the society that you claim to cling on to. Because obviously you're not doing no sort of anything. Some of you say you want to be a part of things, but then you don't. Some of you know certain things that are happening, won't say nothing. Then when you do decide to say something, it's it's to try to be what, harmful to somebody or some sort of whatever. Yeah, yeah. Be too much going on with that. But it goes to show again, and it paints a clear picture that as much as we gonna have some good people coming together, we gonna always have some rude ones who they mess up everything. Well, they try to mess up everything, but if anything, they more just they looking foolish on their own self. I do want to bring this up before I get back to the topic at hand. Um, there are some of you that you know for a fact, you know you jumping way out of a window with no parachute, and at some point you gonna fall and snap and break your neck. Harry, what's going on, my guy? Now I want to make this clear to some people. When you come out and try to make accusations on things, right? Right? You do know when it's not confirmed to be true on anything, you don't go on that. That'd be like you being a news reporter and saying, "Oh, we just got news on this, that, and the third," and it don't be true. Forget plagiarism, defamation. Some people who are still getting sued for that. Mo baby. Some of y'all better think about what you say and what you do, especially when it comes to making strong accusations or just throwing dumb shit out there because you that miserable. That will be your downfall. Ain't there a few people right now still going through little lawsuits because going off of hearsay or just making shit up? And see, it ain't just on air. We see this happening in the streets every day. But I forgot some of y'all have never unplugged from this app longer than half an hour. So yeah, I highly doubt y'all know what the hell is really going on. Perfect example again, we got people who are coming home now because they was wrongfully accused on things. And it didn't work out well for the other people who lied about it. So be smart in your decisions and what you don't. Again, I told people the best way to deal with certain situations is either sit down and have a talk or sit down and have an adult talk. You know, that's what I'm saying. All in all, though, I've seen some shit take place, and you be like, nah, you ain't just do that. There are people who are getting sued or getting arrested or so on and so forth. Because again, when you just making up shit or just saying shit just to say shit because you literally have no ammunition in your tank left to try to hurt or try to destroy somebody, you'll go to all desperate measures just to make sure that somebody feel that pain. There's some women who have done that to men, and vice versa. Some men have done this shit to women. It's a two-way street. Now be mindful. Be mindful and also be careful. That would be like the equivalent of you saying you slept with somebody's sister, prime example, and you know you didn't do it. Now, guess what? You're not just deemed a liar, you're a liability. And it's sad when some of y'all really push yourselves into liability mode. Better think before you do things in your life. Again, that could cost you your life. Some of y'all are gonna have to learn to detach from shit. Yeah, but at some point you gotta understand this too, Willis. It's called still thinking responsibly. Because your decisions don't just affect you, it affect the people around you that you claim you love and care about. So what does that really say about you at all? You don't care about nothing. Come on now, what the hell is a job always sending me some next shit? Yeah, man. My bad, y'all. Again, it's time for some of y'all to stop crashing out for attention, crashing out for your own personal gain because it don't work. Riders, we back, baby. We got sound again, baby. Apparently, where I was at, they started drilling and tearing up the damn sidewalk. Lost sound for a minute, y'all. We back. You know you're gonna hear that nice little breeze. That's what happens when you actually outside and seeing things and witnessing things. Unlike some people, you know. You know, that's the crazy part about it. You would have to really start caring about not just yourself, people around you. Again. That's why I said everybody got to start getting more focused. You got people who are trying to help again with trying to recreate and even reestablish what broken school system we do have. Because again, there's things that are not being taught that should be taught, and the things that shouldn't be taught, they teaching it. So we got to reverse that too. Again, I'm a firm believer in that part. And y'all know how I give it up. And it is crazy again that this is the madness that we supposed to be just living through. Nah, gotta make changes when it's needed. Really is time for that. Might not want to hear it. Just gonna have to accept it. The truth of the matter is, even when it comes down to you just living your normal life, you shouldn't have to worry about specific things happening to you when you are going or doing your regular 9 to 5s. Now, like I said, when I fully get confirmation on what's what, I definitely let y'all know what it is with that lady. But it's crazy because she with her patient. Now, what if the patient would have got shot too? This is what I'm saying. People don't be thinking; they just do shit because they feel they can do it. In the heat of a moment, instead of you trying to calm down and think rational, you still going with that rage and emotion. And that's on both angles. I've seen this happen with women going to the extremes, and for what reason? And again, a lot of y'all either fighting over significant others that ain't yours, fighting over drugs, money, and whatever else, or a lot of y'all are being instigated or being forced into some sort of confrontation because of the outside interference. Time to change that. Again, get rid of all those toxics that's not needed. You can't be around somebody that all they into is drama, all they into is trying to be a part of physical drama, so on and so forth. Like that shit get corny after a while. Time to really wake the hell up. Like it ain't about you at the end of the day. It's about the ones that's behind you. Hey, how you doing? And that should be the most important thing. It's about the ones behind you. Goldie, what's going on, baby? And again, apologies for those, but we back in the building. But ring your ear for a little bit longer, and then you know me, figure out what I got to figure out before this work shift. But again, this is the notion that again, everybody don't fear certain things until it takes a tragic turn. And now you start coming to realization that you didn't have to go that far in the first place. Again, getting control of your emotions. I hear you, Goldie. I hear you, baby. And appreciate you for dropping all those links, serious, baby. This is what I'm saying. Some people are just, they thrill with that notion of destruction and just division. It's sad that your minds are trained that way. And it's sad that you won't unlearn those unhealthy patterns. Those is unhealthy patterns, in my opinion. It's real rap right there. I'm gonna be that obsessed to try to bother and pester somebody and cause a division among somebody, even somebody I really don't know. That just goes to show you a lot of times. It's not so much as not being raised in the right household, just not being raised right, period. It's not just the parents that drop the ball at times, it's the community too that dropped the ball. Because again, let's really look how things have turned out. Again, allowing the system to tell you what to do with your kids and what not to do with your kids. Again, in the same token, all they're doing is running right into that system that you are trying to avoid them going to. We're going to have to get back to that real stronghold of bringing something. It's madness all around the board, but guess what? We shouldn't continue to live in it. We need to try to fix it or rearrange it to where it doesn't affect us at all. Again, nobody should have to worry about their kids possibly not coming home from school that day because they done either got wrapped up in a situation they ain't need to be wrapped up in, or they got or became a victim of violence. Sorry. It's the same way with any mother, father, anybody that is working a hard 9 to 5. They should not have to worry about having that type of issue. It's time for the community to start fighting back on these notions. In order for them youth and these young adults to actually be the prosperous ones for the future generations and the future generations behind them, they have to learn the blueprints and they definitely have to receive it the right way. Yes, it needs to be taught. And the truth of the matter is, there's some of you that have gained the knowledge and the wisdom and you drop the ball. Because again, you're more focused on a division tactic. Something that's critical right now and something that needs to be understood. That time waits for nobody, even down to opportunities. And there are a lot of you who are messing up your own lives by not taking the opportunities in life. Again, y'all got to start thinking for yourselves. And thinking for yourselves as far as putting yourself in the right position with the right people. And then you'll see the right prosperous things happen. But also keeping your faith strong and keeping yourself humble and well rounded and grounded. It's usually how you get past a lot of things that they didn't think he was going to get past. There's some people who probably figured they wasn't going to make it past a certain age. But then when they made it past that age, hey, realize that despite the things that are happening, I'm still here for a reason to make something happen. So let me do what I can do. See, this is my thing though. When you learn to love yourself and think for yourself, um, at some point you do break that chain of oppression. Again, living free in the mind. See, when somebody of a normal class says that, or a lower class says that, in my opinion, nobody pays attention. But when there's a celebrity or a known name or anything else along those lines, y'all quick to listen and gawk at the same shit that's being said. It's just being said differently. See, there's some of y'all who are going to be your own destructions and destructions around you because all you worry about is the money. All you worry about is the notoriety. All you worry about is just being above everybody. You don't know what it truly means to have not just self dignity, but also unity when it comes to building amongst your flock and even people outside your flock. Yeah, some of you are going to be your own destructions and destructions around you because you're too clingy, too needy, and you too worried about things that is just out of your control. Like, you have to really realize that, guess what? People do have lives, people do have things they have to take care of. And there's going to be times when those people ain't going to be as available as you think. So you got to learn to think again for self and start building more. There's a lot of you who need to start building more. I think this is why some of y'all are doing the things you're doing now. Straight up for attention. Oh, snap, Christy. I want a ham sandwich. Nah, have a good one, sis. Appreciate you for tuning in. Like I said, it's just something to think about. It's sad that when somebody is telling you something, even from the person coming out of a hood, they tell you something, the motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. Oh, I ain't listening to that motherfucker, man. Hey, let it be somebody that's high up, though. You be, oh, shit, yo, bro. Nigga, we been saying that. You ain't listen. Like, this is why sometimes it really be hard for you not to go a certain way with people. You should be like, yo, we just literally had this convo. We literally just talked about this. So you had to listen to somebody else of that stature for you to take in what's being said. Keith, what's going on, my guy? Saying, yeah, we gotta think about that. This is really what it was, though. Like, come on now. It shouldn't take a genius or anybody that's in a high caliber, how you doing, to put something in your mind, something that should already be instilled in your mind. You want growth and prosperity on all angles, you're gonna have to put in the time, the effort, and the dedication. You're gonna have to make it work one way or another. You might not like it, but you're gonna have to accept it. And I'm gonna keep repeating that because apparently that's something that some people are actually gonna listen to. You might not like it, but you're gonna have to respect it and accept it. And that's something I feel should be taught too for those who do have young kids. That should be taught as well. That might actually keep away all the quote unquote obsession, depression, and all the negative shit that's not needed for some people's characteristics. Nobody wants to get older, but guess what? We got to fucking accept it, right? Some of us ain't gonna be in the best of shapes when we start getting older, right? But we got to accept it. Even if we change it, we gonna have to accept whatever we got to accept. Some people ain't gonna never be tall in life. They're gonna learn how to accept it. Oh, shoot. Some people might not be as wise or as smart, but some people are gonna accept it. As long as the effort is still being made on certain things, that's the most important thing. Real raps. When you learn to teach that, that's also going to be a deciding factor for them people in life, kids in life, future generations, because they'll learn to accept certain things. You might have got rejected for again some screenplays, some poems, or whatever, whatever. You gotta learn to accept that. That's just what comes with the territory. Not everybody gonna want your shit, and then the ones that do, they'll come in the fold when you least expect it. How you doing? Again, it's all about just still having that faith and that determination and that humbleness to make things happen. And if you feel that sun that's prosperous for all around, then yeah, you're gonna go as hard as possible and not quit. The attitude that you really should have, though. Just like I was saying, in order to build that safety net and also build that educational force field, everybody got to play their positions in the community as they should. Again, you might not like it, but you're gonna have to accept it. How you doing? This is why I'm, coming with these messages day in and day out. Because again, at some point, it should resonate with some of y'all that we are in critical, dire stages, and we need to fix shit while we can still fix it. Best way to fix it is again putting personal ill wills and everything to the side. Put your pride to the side. Put that notion of I'm better than you, put that to the side. Because certain things that affect one affects everything. We ain't gonna keep forgetting that. When it comes to violence and any type of harm or crime going towards young kids, teens, shoot, even adults, that affects everybody. Oh, and I wanted to let that person know. I was aware when I looked at the replay chat, and again, this is why I said what I said. You do know people are getting sued for spewing falsehoods, right? Better think before you do. Might be critical for your ass. And I would hate to say I told you. Don't let me have to get crazy and unfold you. Just a food for thought. Don't think I ain't aware of certain things. When I do get aware of it, don't worry. You'll know. You'll know. See, in certain instances, with even out here, you're gonna have to make people an example of what not to be and who not to be. Conniving cowards. That's why I say you have to eliminate them toxics, whether you want to or not. You might not like it, but you have to accept it. What you really should be focused on is again being a part of the fight of those people who are actually again trying to rebuild and reconstruct and even save what's left of a school system that we have. So your kids do know more than just shit we was already taught. It should be part of that. You know, how you doing? Now you should be a part of that part, but some of y'all don't like that battle. Okay, well, teaching them financials and stuff like that, yeah, that should be a beneficial cause. Get on board with that. Teaching them recreational sports and teaching them things of value that could be critical, even if they don't make it to what they want to make it to, they can inspire others to do it by building and creating. That's what you should be a part of. Not going to be a part of that. Be a part of the people who are trying to actually rebuild and reconstruct this medical field that seems to have half of the people messed up, especially those who are suffering from serious diseases like cancer or leukemia, um, Do I have to go down the list? HIV, AIDS. Like let's really be a part of something to where we could keep some of these people whole and alive, especially the ones that we hold dear to us. If this is what it's supposed to be about, building and growing, then it should start from even the simplest thing like that. Sorry, but it is time for us to just open that third eye for real and see what's really going on. Wipe that third eye clear. Tanya, what's going on, baby? And again, appreciate you for dropping on those links, serious baby. See, again, you don't want to hear it, but it needs to be said. And I think this is why a lot of us are spiritually dead. Because we're not paying attention to the things that normal people say. Instead, it's reversed. It's a clear sign that we are definitely in danger. The future is in danger. And we shouldn't just accept whatever is to come. We need to fight back regardless. And some people who are definitely always going to be on board and they want to stay on with the mission at hand because the mission at hand is bigger than them. Because again, if you want to see change, you got to be a part of the change. Bronze, what's going on, my guy? For those who just might have been tuning back in from the previous live, apologies for the technical difficulties. We lost sound definitely, even after I kicked myself out the studio. So, but we back and again, just reiterating on a few things. Nobody should have to worry about going to their regular 9 to 5 and not getting in or shoot. If they get there, they have to worry about a specific crime that's going to definitely mess them over. And then building safety all around, even in the workforce, the schools, all of that. Should be a part of that, one way or another. And there's some of you who know you want to be a part of something, but you refuse to be a part of it because you either just don't like the specific person that's down with the build or whatever. It's time again to get up out of that when the main goal and the mission is to try to bring change out and bring that peace that we need. Again, nobody should have to fear for their kids even coming outside to play in their playgrounds, coming outside their stoops. No kids, no adults, no elders should have to worry about possible gunfights, knife fights, jumpings, all that other shit, robberies. Like it becomes too much there. At some point, you have to push out the toxics that are definitely fucking up. Might not want to hear it, but you're going to have to accept it. In order to rebuild and restructure everything, even if you feel you have to move elsewhere, you got to know exactly what you need, the people you need, and everything else along those lines to create that blueprint. You want to create a new society for some people who are trying to aim for that. You want to have to learn to wean away from certain shit that you was already taught, certain shit you already used to, and you're going to have to start making your own movements and your own critical judgments on things. Do believe that. Yeah, Riaz, trust me, because everywhere is different, man. The one thing, again, nobody should want to be caught up in is a system, especially a system that's designed to keep you mentally enslaved. Because guess what? Once some people already got a taste and they done came home, they don't know how to stay home. They will go right back. That's why I'm saying rebuilding structures and things that are needed. People that might made a mistake coming home, they don't got nothing to really look forward to in society. Some people are not trying to go for public assistance or anything along those lines. Some people actually learn from their mistakes and want to get back into the field and try to make a difference, especially if they feel they done made a spiritual change. So why not bring those type of programs back? And if they are still there, start promoting them more. Maybe the people who actually come home this time will actually stay home. They'll have something to do. See, another battle that some of y'all should be trying to get on is changing that judicial system, fighting it from the inside out. Because there's some things that should have never been implemented into law in the first place. Because there's some situations that don't require jail. The most serious offenses, yes. But anything small and petty that you know for a fact don't really, nah, should be a slap on the wrist. How you doing? About to say, I see you bundled up today. Yeah, you gotta be bundled up, baby. But this is what I'm saying. Implementing a structure where it's like, look, if it ain't that serious, yeah, you don't need this. If you just we gonna scare you straight up. You wanna learn today. Again, the most important thing is trying to stay out of that system. Because it's not just gonna hold you down physically and keep you down physically. It's gonna definitely keep you down spiritually and even mentally. And that's the worst when it's all three in the same token. Because now you definitely lost in the source. Even if you come home, you ain't gonna really know what to do. You gonna feel like you left out of the loop, and you feel like you're gonna go right back doing the same thing you was doing that got you in there in the first place. Uncle L, what's going on, my guy? Everybody has their own different personal views and stories and everything else, and even facts about prison and everything else. Some ain't glorifying it like some are. Some are actually trying to give teachable moments. And respect to those who are giving teachable moments. Is any type of life lost, especially when you are wasting time and energy, when you could be out here making the best things happen for yourself, speaks volumes. And it shows again that there are some things you don't necessarily have to do. It is time for some of y'all to wisen up to the fact that that's not your only option to make something happen. You shouldn't have to worry about being in the system just to learn something or build off of something that you could have built off of when you had the opportunity to. It's just something to think about. And before I get up out of here, I'm just, again, this was part two to the first live. Lost sound, but nonetheless, I ain't trying to take no chances while I'm out here. It look like they about to dig up another spot I'm walking by. But I will be back tonight, definitely with a sit down, And we're going to definitely finish reiterating on this. One thing I will say, though, again, you want better results, you're going to have to be a part of that change and that growth. You're going to have to do it. You want to make sure that you coming home safe, just like the kids is coming home safe. Definitely start being more aware and start being more protected on all angles. Like I said, I'll definitely be back tonight. I'm going to start getting myself prepared. Another double work shift, baby. But nonetheless, just had to come out here and speak and just reiterate from yesterday. Again, let's really come together for something outside of just, destruction. You ain't gonna want to hear it, but you're gonna have to accept it. Shit ain't getting no better. The more y'all sit back, cry, and mope about shit, the more things are not getting done. When you stand on something, actually stand on it. That is the blueprint we should be showing the people. Is that no matter what happens, what's going on, we can definitely still build. And we could Definitely reconstruct things that are broken. And the things that are not broken, things that are not broken, don't try to find a way to mess it up. If it's already in a humble position, let it stay in that humble position. If you want to add something humbling or even constructive to it, then hey, do it. But everything else, leave it be. Really need to focus on the schools, the medical care system, and everything else. This is why these talks are going to continue to happen because these are general topics that affect everybody, not just one. Y'all already know, definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in. I feel like I didn't get off the first live, but I did. And I'm gonna drop the link tonight in case anybody want to pop in. I'll definitely set a time reminder. We're gonna have these discussions. Always a blessing to come and bring something to the people. Definitely appreciate you, Sirius, for dropping those links again, baby. Let me figure out what I'm gonna do lunch wise. I miss Taco Tuesday. So we get to Taco Wednesday. For those who might have just been coming into this live, just watch the previous live. Before the sound went off, we was definitely cooking, and we still cooking. So I didn't say nothing outside of what I didn't need to say today. Community gonna have to come back together, start embracing each other, start loving each other, and get all that personal pride and personal hate away from what we really are trying to build. Success and growth. That's the truth. And for those that ain't gonna be a part of the growth, then hey, we already know as a people what we need to do. That should be set in stone. You know? I see you telling you with the tacos. It's Taco Wednesday, Taco Wednesday. You know, this is what I'm saying. Just get that, realize when they can't act accordingly, we again as the people know what we need to do. You gotta excommunicate them out of here because they're gonna continuously get cancer. Who got time for all of that? Again, it's supposed to be about growth, building, and success. But also about humbleness and just compassion, humanity. Bring that shit back. We bring that back. Listen, we'll beat the odds and a lot of things that's already beating us. We can have those future healthcare individuals. We can have them future builders and construction agencies that definitely will give opportunity, especially if they build the right things. Trust me, we can sit down and talk about everything that needs to be fixed and corrected. And that's exactly what we will be doing. You know, main thing is just try to live your life accordingly. Know what you're doing, know what you're getting into, know what not to get into. If something don't seem right as far as a business plan or anything like that, don't get into it. Follow your gut instincts. Again, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, everybody that's been part of this eulogy family. Y'all already know, again, y'all been the driving force. The movement is only as strong as the people who are a part of that movement, a part of that building. This is what we need more of. And again, I'm gonna bring this conversation tonight. Definitely set a time reminder. Could be an early one. In any event, I might have to push something back. I'll let y'all know ahead of time. Was gonna try to give y'all some music on Twitch, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. So, nonetheless, conversation needed, and I appreciate everybody that tuned in. We'll definitely be back later on for the great vibes. And we still got content coming, and we still got these great conversations and buildings in motion. So, Got more to look forward to. And again, y'all enjoy y'all Wednesdays. Y'all stay safe. Get my ass up out of here and figure out lunch. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, you already know that love is love and to be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. And that's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real bills. And again, for those who might have just been coming into this live, just watch the previous live. You'll get a better understanding if you was lost in the sauce for a second. I don't know why I lost sound, but I feel like drop kicking somebody, but I can't. I got to remember to stay in control of my emotions. The best way to do it. Let me get up out of here. Y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.